Hello everyone, can you hear me okay? Welcome to the stream. See, we got some people here. Awesome, thank you. Prozac, really appreciate it. I'm pretty good, how about yourself? Alright. Now let's take away the starting soon screen and reveal my new overlay. So for those of you who haven't seen my online persona, I am Kitsu-Mei, and today we are going to be naming some ducks. Because after the test stream yesterday, I found out you can name these guys. Alright, we're in Infinity Cool. And as they all spawn in, listen to my computer suffer in the background. Thank you! Alright, Spud, you called the stone duck. I can name the stone duck after you. Now, collection. I'm naming this one OG, as that has been our baseline for rating ducks. Spud, you wanted to be stone duck. And then Prozac, you had a name request for marble duck. There we go. Yes, you can. Be the alien-looking one, Snarky. Alright. Any other name requests before we get started? Out of all of the many ducks we have? Going once. Going twice. Alright, so we got 4 so far with the names. And we will figure out the rest as we go along. Alright. As you can see, both Negaduck and Spud are at the bottom of the pool now, and we have OG here just hanging out. For those of you unfamiliar with this game, you watch ducks. Little plastic ducks float around. And that's pretty much it. But we've added to the gameplay a bit by going through every duck and rating them. And now I can name them, so we have even more audience participation. How fun. Are you guys able... Is the music too loud, or is the music okay in the back? So there was one of them that was colored yellow, and then it hit the water, and it was in a disguise, and so now it's a mallard-looking one. Here, let's see if I can go to him. Up there at the bottom of the pool. See if it lets me click it. There we go. Yeah, as you can see, there was paint on it beforehand, and now he is his true form. In short, he was an imposter. Alright, back to OG. Alright, so we can go back to rating ducks if you guys would like. Would you like to start where we left off last time, or would you like to start over again for the new people? New people, you can chime in too, if you would rather me start at the beginning or if you'd rather start where we left off. Alright, Dark, sounds good. Well, now that we can name them, let's just start at the start. So first we have the OG yellow duck. Click it, it makes little quacky sounds. It's got some good luster, some good sheen. It is in fact your classic yellow rubber duck. At a scale of 10, or whatever scales you guys come up with, because God knows I cannot get you guys to stay on a scale of 10, what would you rate this duck? I'm sticking with my previous rating of 5 out of 10 for this boy. Classic, OG, middle of the line, basic. What do you think? Whoa, Panda just hit Firefighter in the background. Four out of 5 out of 10? Alright. Any other ratings before we go on to the next? Apologies for the very first stream that you guys participate in. I'm already asking for audience participation, but it makes things more fun. Oh, wood duck's on fire. Poor wood duck. Because he's made of wood, that is why he's on fire, and dragon duck, unfortunately, spits fire. So one of the ducks that spit fire and set poor wood duck on fire. That happens a lot. Firefighter duck will put him up eventually. As is their relationship. Alright, next duck. We have glow-in-the-dark duck. At night, he is just fluorescent, bright white, just glowing. Absolutely shining. In fact, he kind of hurts to look at almost. With this knowledge, what do we rate this duck? Yesterday, I think I gave him either a rating of... Very helpful on that rating, Prozac. I have no idea what that means, but sure, buddy. Probably like a 6. Technically, he is a shiny. I think I gave him a 6 yesterday, and I'm gonna stick with the 6. He's got a unique gimmick. The reveal was good. Next up we have... Nega Duck, aka the duck Prozac has named. Marble Duck, the OG one. He's trying his best. He cannot float, but that's okay. He still tries. Yesterday, everyone called him a mood. I tend to agree. It's marble. But look at him just doing his best as he does. 2.5. I know everyone in the chat yesterday was like 10 out of 10 best duck. I think I gave it a 9 out of 10. Dramatic music in the background with this duck. True, it would be a solid projectile weapon, I have to agree. Do not slander Gist's name. Spud giving it a 12 out of 10 to make up for the lost time. I'm gonna lower the music just a hair. There we go. Alright. Someone's spraying water around here. Alright. One last rotational look at the shiny granite duck under the sea. Oh, wood duck's here, and still on fire. Firefighter duck, please put him out. He suffers. Alright. Next. We have... Polka Dot Duck. Just a classic black and white polka dots. Look at that light texture and water texture on there. How nice. There's Dragon Duck, if anyone's asking who's catching things on fire. It's that guy. Any thoughts on Polka Dot Duck? I think I gave it a solid 5 out of 10 just because it's basic. It didn't impress me at all, but I don't hate him. He exists. And honestly, relatable, buddy. Relatable. I agree, it is kind of hard to tell which ones are his eyes. You doing okay, bud? However, I can do this. I can click on all of them and make them go quack, which is fun. Except for Marble Duck. I don't think Marble Duck quacks. Or it has 100 eyes, in which case, oh, I might have to lower my rating a little bit now that I've had that thought. 4 out of 10, not 5 out of 10. Oh. Uh-oh. Thank you for ruining Polka Dot Duck for everyone, Dark. Oh, he go in the tube. There he goes. Right into OG Duck. Oof. 4.1. I'd say that's a solid rating. Alright. I'm gonna move on to the next boy. We have Dragon Duck here, the one who keeps setting Wood Duck on fire. He does continuously breathe fire. It has a little... Poor Wood Duck. I think I gave him either a 9 out of 10 yesterday or an 8 out of 10, but I think because I feel sorry for Wood Duck, I'm keeping him at 8. Soul might not be here today, but they were the one who stood up for Wood Duck, and I have to keep that spirit. However, the Arson Duck is funny, so 8 out of 10 for me. The eyes are a little unsettling. There's Firefighter Duck in the background trying his best. Just doing his day's work, working his 9 to 5, going home. Any other things to say about this friend before we move on? Just a reminder, if any of these ducks really resonate with you and it doesn't already have a name, feel free to claim it as your own. And I will name it after you. It is indeed a scaly boy. I concur. Oh, I can just hit the spacebar and make it quack. That's fun. Alright, next up we have Subduck. This one has tried to make multiple escapes. I don't think it's succeeded yet, but it has torpedoed and clipped into walls on multiple occasions. Poor Wood Duck is still on fire. Yep, there it is, clipping into the walls again. God, this thing is hard to keep an angle on. I think I gave it a... Like, as a general rule, I would have given it a, like, higher number, but honestly, it's become such an annoyance to me, I'm giving it a 3 out of 10. 12 for underwater escape methods. Design seems nice, but pretty chaotic. 6 out of 6.5. Yeah, I respect those ratings. I just personally have a vendetta against this little jerk. However, it's a little bit relatable just smashing your face into the side of the pool. I think the ear's supposed to be like a little flower. That it's still long enough running into a wall, I can show that. next we have Warp Duck. Void Duck. This is Prozac's least favorite duck because it's asymmetrical. I think it looks like one of those old hypnotism animations. I have no strong feelings about it either way. Ugh. Staring at it's making me a little dizzy. Oh no, Plaid Duck's on fire too! No, buddy! Buddy, no! He was so young. Please, put him out. He doesn't deserve this. Wood is on fire, but now Plaid is too. Well, at least that answers someone's yesterday's question of if that one can be caught on fire. Oh, poor dude. Did not deserve that. Firefighter still hasn't put him out. You could probably set this one on fire and I'd be okay. I can agree with that. That's fair. Back to our regularly scheduled programming of me not screaming about Plaid Duck. We have Wood Duck, who is also still on fire. Buddy is not okay. How do we feel about him? He's still quacking though, even though he's on fire. What a trooper. 10 out of 10 for the burning. Okay. He's more fire, says Darkfire. I don't know if he should be more on fire. Then we wouldn't have Wood Duck, we'd just have a pile of ashes, and then it wouldn't fit in the duck simulator. A flaming tail? Yeah, that probably would be pretty cool. Do you think he enjoys this? Or do you think it's just perpetual suffering? Come on, Firefighter Duck, do your job! You guys are... You're so unreasonably mean to Wood Duck, Spud. What is your vendetta with this boy? Oh, he's out. Nice. Good for him. Are you now, Prozac? I guess that's fair. At least Firefighter Duck has done his job. You'd rate him less now, though, because of the fact that he is not on fire. I guess that's fair. Anywho. Next we have Lava Duck? Electric Duck? Not really sure what the pattern's going for here. I give it a 6 out of 10. I don't hate it. I don't dislike it. It's slightly cooler than OG Duck. He just got sprayed in the face with water. That's pretty cool. 9 out of 10 from Snarky. Snarky likes the pretty ducky. Man, he's got a lot of friends. Popular duck. Look at that. Swimming with the squad. Wood Duck, you might just want to stay near Firefighter Duck for your own safety. He do be vibing. He do. Ooh, I don't think the snake one likes or the dragon one likes being sprayed water at. Wood duck should be renamed to bonfire duck, but if anyone ever, like, really... I want to save that for if anyone really in chat, like, just super relates to wood duck and just being on fire at a given moment and just feels like that's, their relationship, then, I want to save wood duck for them so that they can be, represented. He does seem like he's smiling. Happy lad. Alright, next we have tiger duck. I hear propeller noises. Is that... there a plane that just... oh, yep, there is a plane. There it goes. Goodbye, plane. Alright, back to duck rating. Tiger duck. It's got tiger print. And plaid duck's still on fire. Buddy, no. He's been working so hard. We have gay duck in the back too. Pride duck. But right now it's tiger duck's time to shine. Any thoughts on tiger duck? Wait. Bengal tigers are cool, I agree. The duck is kind of mid. I give it a solid... I give it a 6. Again, I don't hate it. I don't love it. I think Snarky's right on the money with it. 3.14? Okay, okay. Shout out to the Persona tracks not being classified as DMCA'd. Really happy about that, because the music in those are banging. Not that I don't, like, own all the soundtracks or anything, but, like, you know how copyright be. Anyhoodle. If anyone ever wants my playlist, I will send that their way. Cannot guarantee you won't get, struck, but I'm pretty sure the company said that they were okay with people using it for streaming. Anywho, I think we've looked at this tiger duck enough. Now we have this duck, and honestly, I hate this one. It makes me wildly uncomfortable. 2 to 3 out of 10. Like, I think all of the patterns are super cool, but the eyes, I can't stand the eyes. Looking at it from this angle is perfectly fine. But looking at it from this angle, ew. I agree, it is staring into your soul. I mean, it is supposed to be part of the Day of the Dead, like, aesthetic, so I guess that follows, but it doesn't make me any less wildly uncomfortable. Alright. The shorter time I have to look at this one, the better, I think, so let's move on. We have pink chrome duck. It's very shiny. I give it a 7 out of 10. I like it. Snarky rating the Dios de Muerte duck at the, Dios de Muerte at, 2. That's fair. I agree with that. Someone's playing, game. That's fun. Any thoughts on the shiny duck? The magenta shine... my cow duck got abducted and was replaced by Snarky. Oh no. Well, explains where the alien came from. Snarky, you took my cow duck. What are you gonna do with it? Do I want to know? You think this one's a chill duck and a go 7? I agree. You're gonna probe and eat it? Probe where? Oh. 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 That's terrifying. Okay. Maybe it's better not to ask. Anywho, next we have this cheetah duck. Honestly, cheetahs are poor anxiety inbred cats, and I feel very bad for them. But they're also like a D to F tier cat. Big cat, anyway. I put this one at a 3, just because cheetahs in the wild are so, unfortunately, bottlenecked. These poor creatures. And I can't imagine this duck is doing much better. It does in fact need a support dog duck, and I don't think we have any dog ducks, so right now it has crippling anxiety. In case you all are wondering, Spud and Negaduck are still on the bottom of the pool. And Snarky be vibing like it didn't just steal a cow duck. No other thoughts on Cheetah Duck? Poor Plaid Duck is still on fire. Quack, 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 quack. Oh! And someone just dropped off CPU Duck, it seems. I agree, this might be the slowest cheetah to exist. If you guys know anyone else who might be wanting to join in on this stream, feel free to send them a message and with a link to the stream, and we can have some more conversation going, as conversation is the best way to keep my audio going at the very least. And as awesome as the background music is, I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be predominantly the stream. Next we have Firefighter Duck. He's just doing his job. And for the most part, doing it well. His mortal enemy is Dragon Duck, who is an absolute menace. I'm giving him a 9 out of 10. He's diligent. He does his best with what he has. I respect it. Oh. We just had a new faller in, and that's molten. And steaming. I agree, Snarky. He is a little hero. 50 out of 10. Meanwhile, Spud is saying to let them all burn, which is in character, but think about it for a minute, Spud. What if we made you a baked potato? How would you feel? You probably wouldn't be saying, let me burn. Baked potato does sound delicious right now, though. So are you saying you would be tasty? Darkfire has a very good point. Firefighter Duck is the only one that's employed and not a free floater. Yes, I understand, Spud, that there are potatoes I can bake, but I'm streaming. You would do self-cannibalism. Anywho, we, for the most part, agree that Firefighter Duck is pretty chill and is just doing his job. There's glow-in-the-dark Duck, by the way, when he's glowing. Bright. Look at that. Alright. Next up, after Firefighting Duck, We have Plaid Duck, who is just still on fire. Yesterday, I gave him a 5 out of 10 because I felt like he's just another basic. And I appreciate the basics, because we need the basics in order to appreciate the really cool ones and the really bad ones. But unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I'm going to bring him up to a 6 because he can, in fact, catch on fire. I mostly just feel bad for him. From a negative 100 to a negative 50. Wow, you must really hate Plaid. Any other thoughts about Plaid Duck? Firefighter Duck, could you help this boy out, please? He'll get there eventually, Plaid Duck. You'll be okay. That's entirely fair, Snarky. Private school uniforms and their dang plaid. I don't think I've ever seen a private school uniform that doesn't include plaid in some way for the female uniforms. Now that I think about it. I think that's all we need from Plaid Duck. 5 seems appropriate. Fair, fair. Next, we have Spud at the bottom of the lake. We have Stone Duck. Not quite as fancy as Marble, but still a classic. Then charge your phone, Spud. I think Spud might be biased, so I'm going to omit his rating. Yeah, but don't you have a charger in your car? Can't you go plug it in? Or don't you have one with you? Wow, Snarky. Shade thrown. Brutal. Yesterday it was Soul and Prozac, and now it's Spud and Snarky. Going at it. Well, Spud, if your phone is dying, don't waste all the battery on the stream. Please keep it at least charged enough that you can call emergency services should you need to. My stream is super awesome and cool, but it's not worth not being able to get a hold of 911 should you need to. Alright. One last look at Spud before we move on. I'm gonna rate it solid 10 out of 10. Oh, your cat pulled a Spider-Man, huh? If your cat is stuck, I suggest maybe getting it unstuck. Try going under the paw pads, pulling back and then up. That's usually what I do anyway. Alright, next we have Camo Duck, or at least I think that's what it is. Honestly, I can't see him. He blends in so well. If we could see him, what would you rate the Camo Duck, guys? That's not the appropriate music. We don't need sad music right now. Ten out of 10 for Camo Stealth. Also, tell your cat I said pss, 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 pss. 3 for Camo Duck. Also, your cat might be a whiner baby, but it's still baby. So, you must love on it. That is the rule of being a cat owner. Honestly, I'm just impressed by this guy's ability to blend in. I would say, though, it would be better if we could see him so we could appreciate him. Next, we have Panda Duck. It looked like a panda. I think it's cute. I give it an 8 out of 10. It's simple, but aesthetically pleasing. Don't forget to hydrate. I say as I smash my water bottle into the side of my monitor. 10 out of 10, no explanation needed. I say that's valid. Got any other panda lovers or panda haters in the panda chat? Or I mean, normal chat. Horse Peeps flavor. I didn't know they had Panda Peeps. They have Panda Peeps? Also, I don't think these are peeps. I think these are quacks. They don't peep, they mostly just go whack. True, they probably do have a peep for everything. I had a pumpkin peep. It was mid. So, Darkfire, considering your peeps bias, what would you rate this? Also, what do pandas taste like for them to have made that a flavor? Mild concern there. Ew, coconut flavor? Okay, I'm right there with you then. I would rate the actual candy a -0.5 because I'm not a coconut person. Coconut milk is fine, but the texture of it and the actual just coconut flavor by itself is not great. Also, I wouldn't just like drink straight coconut milk. It has to be in something. Alright, next we have Dirt Duck. Honestly, mood. I sometimes also feel like a dirty boy. This is also, I think, just about as far as we got yesterday. He's about to go in the tube. No, we got a little further than this one. I was just very stuck on the dirt, or the dirt was stuck on me. One of the two. I don't even like Samoas. Oh, nope. He's avoiding the tube with all he's got. But will he be drawn in? Dirty Boy, 4 out of 10. I'd say that's a fair rating. Don't step on him? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just kind of go crumble. Honestly, I'm surprised he floats. He's not just kind of like a mush at the bottom of the pool. Hello, PC Duck. We'll get to you in a minute. Next we have Imposter Duck. He was yellow, hit the pool, and then became a mallard. Yes, there was an awesome duck at 12 o'clock. That's a computer duck, and we'll get there in a second. But first, let's look at the Among Us imposter pissed in the pool duck. Also time for me to take a chance to thank everyone who is here for coming in and everyone who stopped by thus far. I really appreciate it as I try this new streaming thing. So one says 7, one says 1. I'm also slightly upset with him for pissing in the pool, so I'm gonna give him a 4. I don't hate him enough to go lower than that, but we know what you did, sir. We know what you did. This one makes a squeaky, like a high-pitched squeaky noise. I just realized the game audio isn't on. Hold on. There we go. Now we can do some work with that. Ah. There we go. You guys hear the game audio now? Apologies for not having that on sooner. But most of them usually make a sound, and this one makes a ee-ee. I go higher than that, but I don't want to peak my audio. Next we have the Duck You Duck. 10 out of 10. That's funny. I respect it. He's cussing you out, Duck. 100 out of 10 for making you laugh. I respect that rating. That's a good rating. I'm sure in its own language it's saying something along the lines of go duck yourself or something like that. Any other duck-based cuss puns? Unfortunately, he seems kind of isolated. I think he's insulted everyone else. Or maybe he doesn't even know what's written on him. Maybe someone put it there and he just has no idea. Kind of like one of those, like, kick me notes. In that case, I'm so sorry. Still love you, little buddy. Next up, we have Rainbow Duck. Look at that pride of Duck. Taking good pride in himself. Any rating for the LGBTQ flag duck? Gay duck 1,000 out of 10. I respect the gay duck. Darkfire's given the gay duck an 8. I wonder if he's dating any other ducks. Anyone ship this duck with anyone? Who would I ship the rainbow duck with? Probably ship it with the firefighter. After all, the firefighter squirts water, water can make rainbows. This one could be a gobstopper. Stop making me hungry, Darkfire. I realize I didn't eat dinner, but I've already started stream. It's too late to back out now. I at least am going in another 15 minutes. Snarky, the fact that I do remember that, and the memories of sheer uncomfortability that you just unlocked for me with that statement, is astounding. Oh, hey, one of the ducks had a baby. Okay, look there. There's a baby. Oh, we're about to go in the tube. Nope, we narrowly missed the tube. I'm going to try and put the stripe sickness out of my head now. And we're gonna move on. Next we seem to have skeleton duck here. Boned up and ready. May or may not have a bone to pick with some of them. Lands on the chrome duck. Spooky 10 out of 10 duck. Slightly disappointing it has working vocal cords and doesn't just sound like rattling. So I'm going to take 1 point off and give it a 9 out of 10. Oh my gosh. We have a dapper lad in the background. He's got a pipe and a top hat. I love him. Wait. Nope. We gotta go back to Skeleton Duck. That's right. That's the one we're reviewing right now. Anyone else got anything to say about it before we move on? Because, I personally want to move on. And, appreciate Pipe Duck a little sooner. Dapper Duck. I wonder who joined in. It went down from 4 to 5 and back up to 5. Last call, any other thoughts for this boy, or anyone want to take him and claim him as their own? Alright, I'll move on then. Oh. Well, we have an anime duck in the background. Can't wait to get to that one. Ugh. For now, we just have this one. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10. It's just OG duck, but hot pink. Not the biggest fan. No one else has any thoughts about this hot pink duck? Aw, he has a friend though. That's kind of cute. Too much time in the sun? Yeah, I think he's got a bit too much of a tan. There's a baby duck! Babby. OG duck just spawned more of it. Alright, we got Sunburnt Duck. One last call for opinions or thoughts or ratings of Sunburnt Duck before we move on. Since Snarky hasn't commented on this one, I'm just going to assume that they are getting their cat off the ceiling. But I hope they come back soon, because it's time to review their duck. I also like the duck with the pipe, but we'll get there, I promise. Right now it's Alien Duck, who kidnapped my cow duck. I'm gonna give him an 8 out of 10. Well, of course, Snarky, but your rating doesn't count on this one. I'm giving him an 8 out of 10 because he stole my cow duck. If he had left the cow duck, maybe a little bit better. Probably would have been 10 out of 10 if he left my cow duck, but he took away an entire duck, and in that case, I have to give him 2 less. Snarky, though, is a 1,000 out of 1,000 as a person. Just not your duck persona. Imagine your persona being a duck. Like, Joker gets Arsene. Captain Kidd being Ryuji's, and then you go to summon your own and it's just a duck. Persona! Call forth duck! Snarky, I don't know if you just heard the sound that your duck just made. That ain't no quack I've ever heard. I'm sorry to think that even though it's an alien, this might not even be a duck. Well, I'm gonna move on so that you can get back to probing the cow duck. And now we're on PC duck. Got them colors. You can see a little PC on the inside. Got a power button. Has an eye. I agree with Darkfire. This is a 10 out of 10 duck. Surprised no one has claimed this one yet, honestly. Instead of quacking, it just beeps. Beep, 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 beep. Very good duck. Definitely up there with some of my favorite of the ducks. You want to be named after him, Darkfire? Alright. Let's find him in the list. This is under special ducks. Alright. There you are, Darkfire. There is your duck. Very cool. Alright, now that we got a very cool duck, let's go on to the next one. We have Molten Duck. That's a hot boy. He set Wood Duck on fire again. Wonderful. Just quacks like a normal duck, though, even though he is, in fact, just lava. Any thoughts on the very hot duck? Not seeing anything on the comments side. Excuse me. Hope I didn't peek anyone's audio there. Just a heads up, I'm probably only going to be streaming for about 5 more minutes of the game, and then I'll wrap up before going and eating something, because I have not eaten in a long time. Whoops. I'm kind of bad at the eating part of being just a normal human being, yeah. Just a bit bad at it. Cause Pompeii 10 out of 10. I can respect it. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 just because poor wood duck. And now we have Dapper Duck. The one everyone's been waiting for. Yes, I will consume food in 4 minutes. And whatever time it takes to wrap up the stream. But first, let's look at this for the remaining time we have for, ducking around. We have Dapper Duck, and he blows bubbles out of his pipe. 15 out of 10. I know I'm the one who said the 10 out of 10 rule, but god dang, I don't care. 15 out of 10. He's the best. Ah, look at it blow bubbles. Ah. He makes me so happy just to look at him. Unfortunately, I will not name myself after this one because he's too cool for me to be. I don't feel like I deserve that level of cool. Those little bubbles in the pipe. Ah. Insert voice cracking here. Such a dapper lab. Lad, not lab. This is a duck, not a lab. Darkfire, you wanna come in? This is the boy you've been requesting. If I don't hear anything from you, I'm gonna move on pretty soon. Just thought you'd want to get a chance to see your boy. Alright. Moving on. Oh. Oh, I wish we hadn't. Go back, I liked the other one better. Nope, gotta do my job. Gotta be a good streamer. Gotta review this one. Despite how wildly uncomfortable it makes me. I could not agree more, Snarky. This one is a nightmare. In fact, looking at it makes me irrationally angry? I don't know how else to describe this feeling of rage I feel as I look upon it. If only the fires of my rage could kill this thing. I'm just gonna give it a negative 10 out of 10 and move on. Okay, back to happiness. We have Daisy Duck here. Hi Prozac. Welcome back 1 minute before I go and hop off stream. It's not as bad as the last one. There's gonna be a VOD of this one going up, so you can review. We saw Dapper Duck, and then we saw the terrifying anime duck that we should burn with fire. But we're gonna end on this little Daisy. I'm gonna name it a 6 out of 10. Alright. To wrap it all up, let's just go back through. Reminds me of your grandmother's couch. If your grandmother's couch looked like that, I don't know how that didn't clash with everything else in the room. Alright. So, we got the named ducks of OG. Gonna check in on this one. Check in on everyone's individual ducks. We got Snarky here. The alien duck. What were your grandma's fashion sense? Like, I would wear that maybe on a shirt. At most. God, I hate this one, but I want to get to the other two that are at the bottom of the pool. It won't let me click on them. It won't let me click on the ones at the bottom of the pool, but there's Spud and Negaduck. And then we go over to Darkfire over here. And that's one last look at all the named ducks. Oh, Firefighter and Dragon are having a face-off. That's fun. Plaid Duck is finally not on fire. Good for him. Alright. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me. So much going on in the last minutes of the stream. True, true. There's been a lot of ducks. But with that... Why? Why is it like this? This should not be that big. Come on. There we go. With a couple more quacks. Thanks for coming, everyone. I really appreciate it. Appreciate you stopping by and having some conversation with me. Yeah, I know. I just got all that done today, Prozac. Aren't I so professional and spiffy? I'm pretty proud of how it turned out, though. You all have a good night. Again, thanks again for dropping by. I'm gonna eat food now like a normal human.